Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans. How are you guys doing today?
Great.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Doing
Well,
pretty
as
well.
you can see,
Doing well.
Ryan here is sitting in the DM's chair, so I'm just going to let Ryan take everything away because he's going to be running today's game.
Okay, so we'll start off just introduce because I think we have a lot of new characters here after last week. I
Indeed.
guess we'll start with Max.
All right. I am playing Ambassador Aiden Silaway of Silvas. And he's been recently transferred from being an ambassador to the what's the race called? I forgot the name of the race, but been transferred into this kingdom in Vicron Florenta. No, a different ambassador to a different race. It's a long and complicated backstory. I'll get to it later. And and yes, he is an elf, and he is, let me find the height, 5'10" tall. I don't know if you say it like that. 135 pounds, green eyes, brown hair, shoulder length, and he has like a professional appearance to him. And you can see a long sword sheathed to his side.
Okay. And
Yeah.
And Nick, why don't you introduce us to your new character?
I'm playing Gerald. He is an 87-year-old human cleric of Womator. He is the god of joy. Gerald spent his whole life up to a couple years ago doing things he didn't enjoy and decided he better go out and explore the world to make sure people enjoy themselves.
Okay. And Bastian?
Oh, I'm playing Tapian, who was not there last week, so don't know what happened. He is an elf from a distant island far from the continent, who's been hunting a mysterious monster who's destroyed his entire this region for 100 years. He's still level 1, but a weapons master, where his kid says he is. And he is 5'9", has gray skin, a red mohawk. He wears a blue scarf and an orange surcoat over his chainmail, and on his back he has a giant sword, a giant curved sword, a giant katana, if you might say, and nodachi. He has green eyes and a stern expression.
Okay. And then let's hear from The Rock.
What up, kids? Playing The Rock again. It's been a couple weeks. The Rock hasn't changed very much. He's got his assortment of weapons. Nothing new's happened to him. And for all you people, I'm sorry I don't have any good stories from work the last couple weeks other than I was going to have to come in to work tomorrow morning, and then I don't because staffing is at a record low and students are at a record high. So that sucks. That's pretty much it. What sucks.
Staffing at a record low because of a hiring freeze or for other reasons?
Staffing's at a record low because we've got a lot of people just getting out and a lot of people who are not passing their boards.
Ooh.
And yeah, like they aren't getting qualified, so they can't give us signatures so we can qualify, and it's like it just sucks to suck.
Yeah.
And that's just at our plant. At the other plant, it's fine. Like we're pretty sure they're overstaffed and they got people like begging them to take checkouts. That's probably not the case, but we're pretty sure it is.
It's just because you're there, Connar.
Oh yeah, we're just getting screwed in every way. They got 2 weeks off. They're finishing before us, and they got a 4-day weekend for the 4th of July. We almost had to come in on the 4th of July.
Almost.
Almost, thank God. It's just-
We almost had this terrible thing happen to us, but at the last moment, we didn't.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay, and Neal, for those of us who don't remember who Artie is, or those in chat, do you want to tell everyone?
Artie is he's a gnome. He's a cleric of Ephra, the goddess of art and inspiration, and he's good at inspiring others, but is notably uninspired himself. He has a bizarre mismatch of skills and backgrounds, including, where's my list here? Including ice sculpting, mosaics, origami, dancing, and he can play the upright bass and the tuba, which is slightly problematic because he's only 2'9". So he needs like a ladder to do the upright bass, and even then he can only hit like the low notes. He can't reach high enough to hit the high notes. And with the tuba, he kind of needs to like sit it around him and like kind of sit down and play it. He can't really walk very well and play it.
That's the opposite of how the upright bass works.
Oh, no, he can only hit the high notes on the upright bass. He can't reach high enough to do the low notes. Thank you, Connar.
I mean, unless he just uses the open strings.
True. So he can hit the lowest of the low and the highest of the high, and not much in between. He's not a great bassist. Pretty terrible. And he's slightly mentally scarred from all the horrible things that have happened to him. And he's terrible at rhyming, even though he's a gnome. Which is a roleplay factor, not me being bad at rhyming. And he has a habit of cutting taping it off.
Speaking about strings, I have a little bit to say about my last few weeks.
Oh.
First of all, it was a good decision for me to not to go to school yesterday, because I would not have gotten home if I had done it.
Are you in
you're
Hamburg?
living in Hamburg, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
G20.
And
the security there.
Friday morning, I just looked at the live feed map from the, and I saw a string of bosses with the number of the boss I must take. Drives every 20 minutes in a string on the same road, like 4 bosses. This boss 4 times.
Wow.
And yeah, I told myself, I will not get to school fast, and I will not get home this evening. And I've seen the pictures, and
I saw
glad
pictures of like
I-
cars burning up and down residential streets.
the area where the theater is, where we had our play, that's one of the areas where has been hit. And I will see this the coming week how bad it is, because we have 3 showings left. Oh, and about the play, the first 2 were fine. Premiere, great. Second showing, exceptionally good. Third one, well, one carpet has a large beer stain. The strings of a bow for cello snapped.
God.
The first half got 20 minutes longer somehow. And there was like only 20 people there.
Ooh. Well, at least there were only 20 people there for that showing then.
It basically, on the third showing, a lot of things went bad.
Wow.
Okay. Well, speaking of music and other performances, you guys are sitting around in Shenanigans, and there is a new band playing. They are playing this jazz, kind of cool age music, and Desmond has most of the staff dressed up to impress. Everyone's looking very formal today. And you notice it also seems like they're on edge. Like that Desmond's like going around double checking on everyone, like all of his staff, just kind of making sure everything is perfect. And we'll open up at the table.
Oh, and that's when I just take the rock, and I freaking dunk on him! Ah! It was like really getting into this great story. Might be a little bit drunk. I see everyone's dressing up classy, so I got to bring the standards down a little bit.
Yeah, yes, I suppose it was great. Say,
Oh, you have no idea.
is there always a band playing here? I was away for a while. I turn around and look at the band. Who's playing anyway?
It looks like it's a traveling band. It's a different style of music. It's classier. They're all wearing like tuxedos.
But what kind of people?
It's a mix. Gnomes, halflings, humans, dwarves. It's a pretty decent sized band. So yeah, they're just playing just kind of like jazz, smooth music. There's kind of a lot going on, and as you guys are being the loudest and most obnoxious table, Desmond will come over.
I think it's just the Rock being the loudest and most obnoxious.
Yes, you're loud enough for the whole entire table. I think I need to send you on an errand today. I think this isn't the best day for you to be hanging around my establishment. You know, we're getting scored today on the eatery review.
There's an eatery review?
Yes.
Run by who?
The people who do the reviews. It's to see if we're an elegant enough establishment to remain open. We've had some complaints about being boisterous, so we must pass this to retain our status.
But Desmond, doesn't the how loud your guests are mean the louder the happier they are?
Normally, yes. Not today.
But Desmond, who would dare to close you down?
Unfortunately, even I must pay taxes, and if I don't get to keep my licenses, then I can't stay open, and I can't afford to keep the bar running.
Don't you like have some friends up there and just like call up your friends, and be like, hey, yo, these douchebags want to send me down. I can't give you the good stuff no more. Can't you do?
I do have friends, but I also have some enemies who are trying to make things difficult for me. Some past grievances.
You need us to take care of those enemies, don't you?
Now, don't be so crass. That's not what he's asked.
I mean, you could take him here and like show them a good time, and if they don't like it, dunk on them a little bit. You know, maybe some like 2-on-2 or something, and you know.
I do actually have something you can do for me. It's normally something I would handle myself, but today I have to be on top of things here, especially since I can't have Glibglob working in the kitchens today. It's not seemly to have a kobold handling the food. I have a package I need delivered to an old friend of mine. And before you get any ideas, the last time I had people go do a favor for my friend, things didn't go so well. So just try to treat my friends nice, and I'll make sure you still get treated nice when you come here.
I will make sure of it being safely arrived.
Yes, it is quite important, and it is an urgent matter that must be taken care of quickly and quietly.
Don't worry, Desmond. We'll do this as quickly as possible, and I'll keep these young people in line.
I think I'm older than you,
Young
old man.
Okay, when you guys are ready, I shall give you the package and the directions.
Well, first of all, how much do we get for it?
Yes. You have an important question.
As I've learned since arriving here, it is not custom for people here to do services without reward.
Yes, of course. You shall be paid 100 gold pieces each.
Per person.
Each.
All right.
Oh my.
A substantial amount.
It's a substantial task. I do warn you, you may not all make it back.
10,000 copper indeed.
Why do you call things in copper?
It's the base currency.
He probably just says it because it sounds like more money. Anyway,
Who
Probably.
counts in gold?
Yeah.
Haven't you been told the real way to count is in copper?
well,
That's
on
the
my
way
island,
that is proper.
on my island, we counted it in silver. Because silver is more pure.
No, it's not.
Gold is pure. A heart as pure as gold.
Oh,
Already pulls out a copper piece, a gold piece, and a silver. Wait, do I have copper, gold, and silver? Yeah, I pull out a gold piece and, tap and goes, this is pure gold, and that there is pure copper, and that there, pointing to random coins around, pure silver.
Then why don't we just count it in gold? Because it's a bigger currency, and you buy a lot more stuff in gold than you do in copper. Or at least we do.
Because it's not the smallest divisible currency. It's illogical. We count in
No.
copper.
If
It's
we
the
were
only thing that makes
logical-
sense.
If we were logical, we wouldn't be hanging around in this bar of mine, would we?
anyway,
We're members
1,000.
of society. However, I am retired and I get to do what I wish. And you guys are at my beck and call since you don't have a job.
Oh, I actually do have a job back in Vic Renta. I'm actually an ambassador.
Oh, I bet you
but-
are, Tickle Toes.
And
I
anyway,
am.
1,000 silver each for delivering the package. So, what's the
Wait
package?
a minute.
The package is not for you to know. That is
So
part
we
of your
just-
fee.
Figured.
Then where is the package?
If you are ready to, when you are ready to leave, come see me and I will grab it for you. And he walks off to see to the rest of his staff, going to check with Borscht in the kitchen.
Get back here, young man. We're ready now.
He seems not to hear you with your quiet, older voice.
I think
Yeah, what time
we
is it?
should enjoy ourselves a bit more before we leave us to this quest.
Well,
Well-
that is true. Joy is the most important thing to acquire in life.
Well, then excuse me, I will then make this a bit more enjoyable. And I take out from my backpack my flute, go up to the band, and just join in. And before I do, I cast dancing lights to make a bit more, well, a bit more of a nice feeling.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a proficiency check to see how your sound accompanies the rest of the band.
Don't favor me now. Come on.
You are immediately booed off the stage. In fact, Desmond yells at Borscht. Borscht comes out of the kitchen to see what the racket is, comes up to you and says, "Off stage now."
Yeah. The first note I played.
You're taking your breath and you like actually like suck it in.
I just hack away my flute and slowly go.
Oh yeah, that was quite joyous there.
At least I have some nice lighting. Dancing like
Before you try that again, you should come and see me. I'm the one who inspires people like thee.
well, why are you not going up there yourselves?
Help me with my tuba.
Do it yourself. You're the one who carries
I-
it around everywhere.
I carry his tuba.
All right. I try and go up onto the stage, sit in my chair, get my tuba around me so it's like resting on the chair and resting on the ground before me. And I let out a deep tuba note. The audience, the temperature of the audience, and keep going.
This is much more enjoyable than the previous sounds. It actually accompanies quite well with the melodies and smooth jazz tones.
I must
much
say,
is-
this is amusing.
So how riled up are the people? Are they partying with the lighting and the music.
Yeah, but it's a different sort of partying. It's more refined and reserved. It's a higher clientele than normal. You can see Desmond's been going out of his way to bring in a different sort of crowd and encourage that to foster here.
Don't say any people are wearing suits.
The regulars that are here are wearing suits. Desmond's not really letting them in elsewise. You guys got in here before he started enforcing that. You guys started early in the morning drinking. And he started making the regulars wear fine clothes if they want to come in, and had some promotions to get some of the upper echelon to attend today.
So we didn't know that this was happening beforehand, or
You guys were just drinking and not paying attention to what's
okay.
around you.
Definitely. You think we're actually paying attention?
You guys don't know what something happens until it runs up and knocks into you.
I don't presume what we are. Anyway, after 2 minutes, my dancing lights fade. So then I will go up to Desmond, to the bar or wherever he is. So, well, the gnome is having a bit of fun yet, but I think we're ready.
Well, once you are all ready, I shall deliver it unto you safely. Come meet me in the back room. Gather yourselves.
And as the audience applauses the song, I wink over to call over to the table and party. It's time. Come along now.
Okay.
Very well.
Someone should help him with his tuba.
He can do it on his own. He carries it around on his own all the time.
Hey, I've got 16 strength, man. I might only be 2'9", but somehow I can lift 195 pounds over my head without worrying about it.
Okay, so Desmond leads you guys upstairs into a room. It's normally a guest room, but it appears that it has been converted at the moment. There are extra reinforcements on the windows and the door. It's been upfitted with security in mind. He goes in there. He has a giant lockbox with an exquisite lock. He opens it out and pulls a smaller lockbox that is also very well locked.
This is going to take a while.
With the box, he has a hastily drawn map that shows Berkshire and some of the surrounding areas, and he draws out a rough path, or points to a rough path that you should follow to reach your destination.
Is it this map of the world that we're looking at?
It is.
Fantastic. Can you... Ooh, there's the path.
Yep.
Desmond, there's a road the other way. It seems like that's the way that we should stay.
Yeah.
We could just go along the road and then head into the forest and the mountain.
We've literally done it before several times.
This seems like a necessary and arduous journey through dangerous terrain.
It is dangerous, yes, but it is a very specific place you must go, where the easiest way to reach is through this path, not the paved.
But can't we just go around?
Now, I'm sure Desmond knows what he speaks of. He's been around a lot longer than most of us.
But there's a perfectly good road, and then we can just go around, and we could probably stop in Wikipedia. Wikipedia.
You can go around if you wish. It may be more dangerous to reach your final destination. There is a clearly defined path to reach where you're going once you get to the heart of the pocket.
Artie takes a stubby little finger and points to this area on the map and goes, if there's trouble here, it might be better to go all the way around. Is that what you're saying, Desmond?
Yes, that is what I am saying. Plus, also, there's a clear-cut pathway going from the center of the pocket to your destination. Up near, just north of Wick Lambeau, there is an old friend of mine. He lives in a tower of his. He keeps to himself. He's one of the smartest wizards I know. And
any friend of Desmond is a friend of ours. We'd never do anything to threaten their life.
yes, I would highly recommend that you follow that path. He can be short shrift and hot-tempered from time to time, and let's just say a snap of his fingers can cause much devastation.
Sounds like a friend of yours.
Indeed it does. Make post haste. This shall need to reach him safely. And although you may be tempted, I would recommend not looking inside. It could be dangerous for you.
Is there a cockatrice in there?
I maybe a small one could fit. I don't know, but I would just recommend that you're not looking in there. By the way, the size of the box is about 2 feet by 6 inches by 6 inches.
Yes, we won't look into the box.
How dangerous are we talking, Desmond? Like, you won't see us again. I can't dunk again. It's like you'll be very, very angry, or what?
Don't worry, Desmond. I will make sure they won't look.
If you look, you might not look again. Just a forewarning. But anyway, I must get downstairs to see to these preparations.
It's likely that the box has been.
I also would not advertise that you are the ones holding this package. And Desmond heads downstairs.
I see you're making those protein shakes I talked to you about.
Seems like your cook is making some. Looking into the kitchen.
So, shall we go?
Seems.
Yes.
Why is there a woman in your kitchen? I thought your cook was an orc. Maybe. Look.
He might be the bouncer tonight.
I see you really upped your class, Desmond.
Shall we go to the pocket? To and fro?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Might as well stuff our pockets. All right.
Well, we should probably head up to the general store, get some supplies.
Surprise. Yep.
I
sounds like
agree.
a good
We
idea.
must get some rations for the way.
Yeah, but how long is this journey? Like a couple of days? Alright.
Yeah, it's probably a day and a half.
Yeah, alright.
If you're traveling like pretty quickly through there, you can make it take longer if you tried.
Very well.
Going some supplies.
All right. Well, I have no supplies I need to buy. Do you guys have anything you need to buy?
Oh, rations.
Rations.
Yeah, rations.
Oh, rations. I already have a week's worth of rations. Okay, I'm good. Skins, tent, water, winter blanket. I got 4 winter blankets? I'm gonna give 3 of my winter blankets away.
How much do they weigh?
They each
And
weigh
I would take-
They each weigh 3 pounds.
And I would take one.
All right, I will give you a winter blanket and offer up 2 other slightly blood-stained winter blankets if anyone wants one.
No, thank you.
No.
Okay, I'll find Glib Glob and give them to him.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Maybe
Glib
he
is
can-
out in the stables. He's kind of just, making them look as tidy as in his mind as he's fit. He's trying to pile up hay and make it look nice for the visitors.
So
that are
I'll fold these 2 big fat winter blankets on top of each other and just like present them to him.
Ooh, for me?
Mm-hmm.
Glib Glob happy. Thank you.
Was rather expecting more than that, but fine. Let's be on our way.
I can give you more. I have Button. Do you want Button? He pulls out a button, kind of looks at it hesitantly, like he doesn't really want to give it away, but you just gave him some stuff, so he reluctantly hands you his brown button.
I will take it and
Monster.
add it to my character sheet.
Okay. One of his favorite possessions.
1/100th of a pound. Glibglob's button.
Oh,
All right, yeah.
All right, you guys ready to rock?
I am.
Yes.
Yes,
Not
ready
something
to
get
go.
rations. 5 cents.
Okay.
5 cents good. How much for rations?
Rations.
6 silver for the day, I think.
Thank
That's
you.
for fresh?
'Cause
There's a difference between like fresh rations and dry rations. will last longer.
Rations standard are 3 pounds for 2 copper, or for dry, it's 1 pound at 6 silver. 6 silver and 1 pound for dry, or 2 silver and 3 pounds for standard.
I'll just take some dry rats.
Okay.
So that's 3 gold.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Or 300 copper.
It's 3 gold.
300 copper. No, just no.
yeah.
Let's get moving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So you guys, how are you guys traveling?
We
Walking.
follow the map.
Okay.
Yes.
Isn't it
What,
obvious?
what order? What are you guys like? Who has the box?
How big is the box?
It's like 2 feet wide by 6 inches tall by 6 inches long.
Could we fit it in the tuba?
No.
Well, you could probably fit it in the mouth of the tuba, but it'd be like protruding.
2 feet long, and what'd you say it was? 6 inches by
6
how
by
much?
6 inches.
6 by 6.
6 by 6 by 24.
Well, I would offer to keep an eye on it, but I can't carry that.
Well, I have my sword that I have to use. I can't carry this thing.
Yes,
No.
I rather have a hand free for my
would not.
balancing of my sword.
It would not fit well into the tuba.
Well, it seems all our hands are tied. What about you, Artie? Do you have room for this?
I could put it on my donkey, Orange.
Oh, you have a donkey. Yeah, well, that's that then.
Excellent.
It weighs 20 pounds. I don't think your donkey's gonna be bothered by that.
Nope. Done.
Okay.
Meanwhile, if you try to give it to the old man, it's just gonna crush him.
Too much.
Are you that strong?
I mean, he's got like 9 strength, but he's got like a bunch of shit on him, so.
Well, let's
And
get
you begin your journey. And it is a little early, but this might be a good spot for a break.
Okay. We will see you guys on the other side of our break with more shenanigans. Bye-bye.